You are looking live at Pro Skate in Monmouth Junction, New Jersey, where the New Jersey Rockets are getting set to take on the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo here, bringing you the call on YouTube for an early Sunday morning. Everybody got an extra hour of sleep. If you're in time zones where they change, which most of you are, and in case you happen to be watching in somewhere in Indiana, and if you are, we appreciate it. The Rockets split the first two games on Saturday. They started out with a 4-1 loss to the York Devils and responded in the late afternoon with a 7-0 beating of the Philadelphia Bells. They will be wearing the road black jerseys in this game. Black jerseys with red trim. The numbers are red. The nameplates, which are below the numbers, are in white. There's white trim around the numbers. There's a stripe that goes all the way around the torso from the back to the chest, like the Montreal Canadiens. And on the front of that, the word Rockets is written out. And the O in Rockets is a ball of flames in yellow and orange. They have black pants, they have black socks with a thick white stripe and thinner gray stripes up and down on the top and bottom. The Phantoms wearing the home whites, and as we see typically, the colors of the Philadelphia Flyers. They have white jerseys, the Phantom logo, so the Philadelphia Flyers AHL affiliate is the Phantoms. And they take on that persona. The Phantom logo in the front, orange lettering in the back with black trim, black pants, white socks, a thick orange stripe. Liftoff, period one. Nieves out there with Comercar and Hansen to start it out. Ariellis Marklin, the goaltender, on your YouTube right for the Rockets. Madison Cata doesn't have the jersey of the rest of her teammates, but she will defend the goal to our YouTube left. Sent behind the net. This is Grace Matone picking it up. Lindfeld keeps it in. Matone trying to force it up the boards. They battle for it along the far side, and they send it below the end line. Wrapped around by Redmond. Comercar over there. Rockets have to mix up the lines a little bit. Hope Menichello not here today, the leading scorer for the team and in the AGHF. And this is the AGHF Showcase. So they'll play a couple without Hope. But plenty of reinforcements elsewhere as Grace Ulrich picks that one up. Hansen's still out there, but she's at the end of the shift, and she's going to stay right in there. Now she's going to hustle off. Cook is now out there with Ulrich, and that means Connolly will jump out as well. Lindfeld can't handle the pass. We're on a little tenuous ground here with the tripod. So Ulrich with Cook and Connolly. That's how they'll line it up for the moment. Connolly will move it out. That's her younger brother that's in the right of the picture. Izzy Cook brings it in, tries to steamroll through, but couldn't get past Kratzer. Bruno tried to get it in, but it was offside. Bobby. Connolly. Bobby. Nieves on the dot. Rizzo and Rodriguez, the wing pair now. Mia Rodriguez, a very successful Rockets debut on Saturday. After a Time without her new teammates. She fit in like a glove, she and Luisa Rizzo. She set up a couple for Rizzo on Saturday in the nightcap. Rodriguez and Rizzo will break out together. Nieves is with them. Long pass. Rizzo spins it around. Gets the worst of it there as Kratzer stepped in. No trip or anything like that. Kratzer just stepped into the spinning Rizzo. We're just underway here. 2.5 minutes in. Rockets and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. That one sent down, and it's going to be an icing as the Rockets were trying to change. And they'll face it off on the circle to the right of Arialis Markland. She logged the first 2 games yesterday, and she should be in there for the next 2 today. Phantoms win the face-off. Wrist shot goes wide, and it comes around to the near side boards. Lindfeld picks it up, sends it below the line. They play ping pong with it. Mickeltree backhands it toward the net, but can't get it through. Ulrich steered that one out. Kamerkar is there, and she sends it in for Hansen, who will chase it down in the near side corner. McDonald got there first, but Hansen had the angle for a moment. Kamerkar sends it toward the slot, but can't get it all the way through. They wrap it around the end boards, and Matone picks it up for Hansen, who gains the line at center and tries to send it in. It looked like it might have hit the ref there and didn't get all the way deep. Ulrich changes that posture and gets it down there. Phantoms try to move it out, and they do. Ballou will get it and send it deep. Bertinetti is going to chase that one down. Bertinetti centering feed, Mickeltree one-timer, rebound, score on the back end. Axelson put it in. It went from the right corner to the bottom of the slot. The attempted shot was interrupted, but the puck trickled toward the back door. And actually it looks like Kratzer's leading the charge there, so they'll give it to Kratzer. I thought it was Axelson, but I guess it's Kratzer. So the Phantoms don't get really the best of the play here to start out. The Rockets have had a little bit more possession and more clear breakouts. But nonetheless, the Phantoms take a 1-0 lead. 13-13 now left period 1. Rockets still with plenty of time here to change the course of this thing. Bruno steps up and moves the puck in. She's a defenseman, but she's jumping up to play a little offense here on the first part of the shift as she got it in. She will stay in that posture as Connolly takes the point. Connolly sends it through traffic. Bruno in the slot tried to get it through. She was looking for somebody down low, couldn't quite get it there. Phantoms bring it down. A lot of trouble with the tripod here. I'm working on it, people. Rockets are going to try to get it out, but they can't as it goes to the point. Bouncing puck goes to the right of Markland's net. Phantoms pick it up. Mickeltree on the hash marks outside of the right circle. Goes for Axelson, who gets it picked off by Nieves, who sends it up off the skate of Connolly, but Haley regains and sends it forward. They battle in front of the scorer's table, which is being manned by Phantoms personnel. Ulrich streaking in off the bench, gets tripped right there, no call. Rockets wondering what happened there. Ulrich had a clear break. Wrist shot by Mickeltree through traffic, and Markland steers it aside with the blocker. The first 3 shots, according to the shot board, have gone to the Phantoms, but they've picked it up after the Rockets really held more possession in the very early going. Near side boards, it pops out, and McDonald will gain the line. She's got Lindfeld with her down the middle. Drop pass, but there's only Rockets there. It's Ulrich and Rodriguez breaking out 2-on-2, and Rizzo's the trailer. Rodriguez can't get it through traffic there, 1-on-2. And the Phantoms turn it around. Matone picks it up for Rizzo. A little too strong, and it's going to be an icing. So 11-19 left period 1. Rockets trailing 1-0 to Lehigh Valley. Ulrich on the dot. Rizzo and Rodriguez stay out there. They'll be in the slot. Matone, the defenseman, is on the back of the circle. Rizzo was tied up, but she ends up helping Redmond steal the face-off there. Ulrich didn't win it the way she wanted to, but Rizzo and Redmond combined to help steal it. They get it out of the zone, but the Phantoms bring it right back in. They try to center it. Backhand attempt by Bertinetti. She's trying to get it in front, but Rodriguez tied her up, and the Rockets are going to break out. Nieves and Rizzo 2-on-2. Nieves has to dump it as she was steered outside by Natosi. Rizzo's going to pick that up as the other two bowling ball each other into the boards. Rizzo around the circle, goes to Bruno, who exchanges back and go high-low, but there's only Phantoms there. They try to work it around, but Nieves picks it off. It was almost like the Phantoms intended to pass it to Cece. But sometimes Cece's everywhere, and that's what we've become accustomed to seeing from 22 in the black jersey today. Kamerkar was going to work it back to the defense, but decided the better of it, and that was a very good decision by Kirsty. As the Rockets get it in, they'll try to change and keep possession. Axelson tries to get it out, but Hansen keeps it in with the shin pads, and Kamerkar will fire it deep. Rockets will complete the change behind the play as Ulrich jumps out there, picks off that puck. It goes in offside. Nothing she could do about that. Grace is streaking in there. And they'll face it off with 10:06 left in period one, and the Phantoms holding a 1-0 lead over the Rockets. Phantoms, Lehigh Valley, that's in Pennsylvania, eastern Pennsylvania. In the Lehigh Valley, that's where they're based out of, Bethlehem. They're wearing the white jerseys, the Rockets in the black. Sent all the way down. That'll be an icing. And that helps the announcer who's trying to get a sip of his morning coffee in. It's been unseasonably warm in the New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania area. We're in Monmouth Junction, New Jersey, so we're kind of, you could say we're in the Philly suburbs, or you could say we're in the New York suburbs. You'd be right in both cases. Ulrich picks that one up, tries to send it low for Hansen. Ulrich streaks through on the curl, and she'll regain it in the corner and go to Fox at the point. Lauren Fox tries to get it in, but can't keep it all the way down there as the Phantoms move it out. Bruno grabs it and sends it forward for Kamerkar, who sends it toward the net, but on the outside, hoping Ulrich can chase it down. Ulrich does! She picks it off, sends it at the net, and Cotta with their first save. Fox pinches all the way in. Fox on the right circle, wrist shot, knocked down in front. It might have been friendly fire there as Hansen was trying to redirect it. Sent up through the middle. Fox keeps it in for a moment, and Lindfeld fights and spins and gets it out. But Redmond picks it up, and she's got a lane on the left side. Kira Redmond at the circle, wrist shot, a hit off Mickeltree and goes to the far corner. Cook is out there now. She was in pursuit. Comes to the near side corner. Hansen's still out there. It's been a long shift for Tootie. Somebody lost a glove, and the referee picks it up, and he'll give it back to Reagan Mickeltree, it looks like. Matone stands her ground at the point. Bertinetti just runs into her. Axelson picks that up and sends it deep. Bertinetti and Matone both get right up. 8:15 left, period one. Rockets trailing 1-0 to the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Francesca Hansen will steer this out, get it over the line, and hustle off for a change. Haley Connolly jumps out there. So Connolly and Cook, the wings with Nieves at center. There's Cece, grabs it off the boards, tried to get it down low, couldn't. Matone bats it back in. It goes down low, but three Phantoms are there, and they're able to steer it up and out. Far side boards, Redmond gets it, chips it forward for Izzy Cook, the lone goal scorer in game one yesterday. Cookie tries a centering feed. It doesn't get all the way through as there was a pop-up and Bertinetti knocked it down, but the Rockets pick it back up. Cook in front, tries to whack at it, couldn't get through. Connolly was alone at the left doorstep, nobody paying attention to Haley. That one goes down for the icing. Connolly 11, not a shrinking violet, but she disguised herself well enough to be at the left doorstep and nobody was paying attention to her. Maybe a little food for thought for later in the game. Ulrich on the dot, Rodriguez in the slot, Rizzo on the near side wing. Ulrich wins it to Rizzo. Up to Fox, back to Rizzo. Along the boards, they fight for it. Fox sends it through. Rodriguez is going to hustle it down in the corner. Gets bodied off over there. McDonald picks it up, but Ulrich picks it off. Fox is going to step in the slot. Wrist shot goes down low. Oh, Rizzo was waiting for it to get on the stick, but Mickeltree got a piece. Rizzo to Bruno. She fires it down low. Knocked down with a high stick. They're going to whistle that down and take the face-off outside of the Rockets zone. So if you knock it down with a stick above the shoulder and then you're the next one to play it, or someone from your team is the next one to play it, they're going to whistle that down. If it goes to the other team, they won't whistle it down and they'll just let it go. So that face-off actually comes all the way down to the defensive zone. Ulrich will take it. Rizzo and Rodriguez in the slot. Mickeltree off the win from the point, sends it down low, and it goes below the end line. Fox fighting for it there. Rockets a little short on the bench today as their captain, P.J. Jacobus, hopefully just days from returning from an absence, is on the bench, not in pads, but in her jersey and helmet, as Markland makes a save and Bruno bunts it out for Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking for Rizzo, but had to go across, didn't have the passing lane. It's going to work effectively as a dump. Rizzo in pursuit. Rizzo almost picked it off Mickeltree, and Ulrich nearly did the same. Hamerkar ran into Axelson over there as they were heading for the puck. Rockets also without Hope Menikillo today, so they're going to have to generate some offense, and they started doing that in different ways already this weekend. That one sent down for an icing. It looked like Rizzo had made the line of center, but they call that an icing. 5:53 left, period one, 4-0 Phantoms. They do say that the Rockets have no shots on goal. They very clearly had one because Madison Kata did have to make a save, but they didn't record that. So it seems like a posture that we've had quite often as Markland just covers that up off the face-off and errant bounce off the boards where the Zamboni enters and exits. Seems like we've had a bunch of that recently where the Rockets are getting shorted on shots on goal. They don't need a lot of shots to pile up their goals. They're pretty effective. They're very good at getting quality scoring chances more so than quantity. They're not reliant on quantity. They don't need 45 shots on goal to score 5 or 6. They scored 7 on 25 shots in the afternoon game against the Philadelphia Bells on Saturday. Whistle and a stoppage of play, 5:25 left, period one, 1-0 Phantoms, who are guilty of icing the puck. Grace Matone right there, number 89 in black. On the near side, Kira Redmond, her defense partner, on the far side. Rockets win the face-off, but they won it too quickly, and the referees did not wait for Matone and Redmond to get all the way back up the ice from the icing. Sent down below the end line. Nieves picks that one off. Who does she have in front? Maybe Hamerkar, maybe Hansen. Hansen's alone down there. You don't want to leave 9 alone. If she gets that puck, she's going to put it right in the back of the net from where she is. If Nieves can dig it out and get it to Hansen, it's maybe going in. Tootie gets the shot off, but doesn't get it at the net as Phantoms converge upon her. Lindfeld is going to pick it up, dish it to the near side, but Matone steps in. Phantoms caught on a change. Matone's going to hustle it in. She gets it picked away, but she sends it deep. Hansen's going to grab that one, but she's got to go all the way to the far corner to get it. Sends it toward the point for Fox. Hansen drifts back to pick it up and send it back down low. Good movement by the Rockets there, and Hansen, on a long shift, is able to keep possession for the Rockets and make an effective change. Now Connolly's in front. Redirected attempt by Ulrich. Couldn't quite get the stick on it. Cook between the points for Fox, who drifts into the top of the right circle. Back down low for Cook. It got through McDonald, but Cook couldn't handle it. Maybe McDonald got a piece. Ulrich tries to get it through to Fox, but can't quite get it there. Connolly steps in. Ulrich now pushes it back below the line. Cook forces the play to the far side. Fox hustles over, backhands it forward. Ulrich picks it up, trying to get a little room, trying to center for Cook. A lot of traffic over there. Ulrich still with it. Sends it between the points. Fox tries to step into it. Sticks come up. It goes at Kata. One save, two. And she covers up with Cook right there. So now suddenly we see 3 shots on goal for the Rockets and 1 more now. So it's 4-3 the shots for the Phantoms. And they have a 1-0 lead with 3:35 left in period 1. Nieves on the dot, Rodriguez in the slot, Rizzo the near side. Rockets in black, Phantoms in white. It comes to Fox at the point. She sends it over for Bruno between the points. Bruno walks it down, tries to send it through traffic, but it's kicked away by Fernandez. Somebody took a spill into the boards, but she gets up. That's always what we want to see. This one's sent down. It's going to be one of a myriad of icings both teams have been guilty of early on. 20 seconds elapse as the ref overskated the puck, and now he's hustling down as he puts that one in his pocket. Hands off. And hustling away like Eric Dickerson and the Pony Express in 1981. There's an SMU football reference from 41 years ago, if you're into it. Okay. 2-on-1 potential here. Fernandez and Bertinetti. Mickeltree picks up the loose puck. Shot attempt was snuffed away by, looked like Nieves got a stick on it. Rizzo trying to break it out. Gets it out, shielded off by Mickeltree. Was really checked right there, no penalty. At least at worst it looked like an interference because the puck wasn't there and Rizzo was impeded. Rodriguez chucks down Ballou. Incidental contact, they'll play it on. A good non-call there. The other one maybe not so much. Nieves, centering feed for Rodriguez. It doesn't go through. Nice keeping by Fox. She batted it in. Rizzo's 1-on-2. Kata steers it for her defenseman, who maybe didn't even know Rizzo was there, and got it away just in time. Mickeltree is going to move it up. It goes off of a stick, knocked down by the hand, but Bertinetti picks it up herself, so it's a legal play. And Bertinetti steers it into the area behind the Rockets' goal. Fox chips it forward. She will jump off. Rizzo will jump off. Some new troops coming out there for the Rockets. Ulrich with Hansen and Kamerkar up front. Matone knocks it down. She's with Bruno on D now. Rockets in black. Phantoms from Lehigh Valley in the white jerseys. They have a 1-0 lead, and there's 90 seconds left in period 1. Hansen goes back around where Matone has a lot more room. Kamerkar looking for the breakout, taking a safe way there, and Ulrich gets it and will dump it. Hansen coming through on the near side. You could see her waiting for that puck, forces the play up the middle. Let's see if they can make the trap work, and that's going to be an icing right there by Natosi. Just didn't, and she's getting yelled at right now, just didn't quite get to the center line. And you know, it looks easy from up here, folks. It really does. You say, geez, how do they not know that they're at the center line? Well, you're under pressure. You're playing against a good team. You could see these two teams are pretty evenly matched, and they're both high-level opponents near the top of the AGHF standings. Cook backhander and a save by Kata. They cycle it along the near side boards and now up to the point. Matone goes to Redmond. Redmond walks it in. Redmond wrist shot. Kata save. Mickeltree picks up the rebound, skates by one, trying to get it out, and she does get it past Redmond. Jumping now and trying to get it in. She gets through one, but can't get through two or three, and Nieves just clears the zone. Nieves putting the defense under pressure there. Ballou and Bertinetti work to get it in, but the Rockets quickly get it out. Mickeltree 81 in white reverses it to the near side. Nieves picks it up, has to steer through Matone to get it out. Connolly is out there with Cook as the wings. Fernandez and Ballou work to get it in, but the Rockets get it back out, and then it's ping-ponged back in by the Phantoms with 4, 3, 2, 1. That'll do it for the period. The Rockets end up with the lead in shots, 5-4. The Phantoms with the lead where it counts, 1-0 on the scoreboard. We're giving the goal to Kratzer from up here. She led the charge on the celebration. So in the morning game on Saturday from here at Pro Skate, we know that the live stream quality was not so hot. We did upload, as we do almost every time, a quality copy of that game. So if you want to go back and check it out, the audio quality and the video quality will be highly improved from what you saw on the live stream. We did the same for the afternoon game against the Bells, but typically the quality from Iceland and Hamilton Township is pretty darn good. For this game, we're at the same rink as the morning, but thanks to our pal Jen Connolly, oftentimes my partner in crime when we're at these rinks, she found me a more effective Wi-Fi. And this stream, I think, should be close to impeccable. So thank you again, Jen. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button and the alerts button, and every time we go live or upload new content, including coach interviews, and I advise you to watch the one from Saturday, a very special coach interview with Coach Jacobus. Watch till the end. There's a little nugget in there that you don't want to miss. Every time we live stream, every time we upload new content, you'll get an alert. And we made some good cleaning up of the YouTube page to make it a little easier to spot when games are coming on live or the better quality of the game appears there. So if you have a stream link and you're trying to click that and all of a sudden you see that it's private, that means the better version of the game is actually up right there on the front page of the YouTube page, or in the playlists. If you go to Games, NJ Rockets U19 Black, then you'll see them there. And whether it's your daughter, your granddaughter, your great-granddaughter, your niece, your sister, your cousin, your friend, or if you're watching on demand, yourself, we're glad to have your support. Harry Alice Markland will occupy the goal to your YouTube left. Madison Cotta now defending the goal to the right. Liftoff, period 2. Ulrich starts it out with Hansen and Kamerkar in black. The Rockets are today, and Redmond and Matone on D. Hansen tries to pick that one off. I thought she was going to force the turnover there. Redmond sends it in. Hansen and Ulrich hustle to get onside. They send it around the end boards. Kamerkar is going to pick that one up. Go to Matone at the point. Matone steers around one. She draws 3 defenders. It's redirected in front, and they score to tie it up! It's 2D time! 29 seconds into period 2. Francesca Hansen redirects one past Madison Cotta, and the Rockets tie the game at 1-1. Grace Matone with a terrific play at the point. Instead of just taking it there and trying to fire it in, she negotiated around the streaking defender, found a shooting lane, drew 2 more defenders, sent it through traffic, and Hansen, with the great hand-eye coordination, redirected it through Cotta. The Rockets' 6th shot. Hansen lost the stick and is going to pick it up behind the end line. Shot goes through traffic, and it was almost redirected again, but Cotta was able to see it and make the save. Mickeltree is going to grab that and send it into the zone offensively. Axelson picks it up. It goes off of her skate per Bruno. Kamerkar chips it forward off of Mickeltree, gets it into the offensive zone, tries to send it through the middle. It's loose in front. Ulrich on the rebound, and Cotta somehow holds on and blocks it with the pads covering up. 15:50 left, period 2. Rockets have tied it quickly here in the second. Hansen from Matone. Connolly down low, spinning shot. It doesn't get through as Kratzer got the stick on it. They battle for it in front of the Rockets bench, 2-on-2. They elect to dump it rather than walk it in. It's really 2-on-3 as Izzy Cook was back checking. And Cook gets the puck and sends it up for Connolly, who chips it. It's going to be an icing if it goes far enough, but it's not going to. So Connolly's chip is effective, and hopefully the Rockets can keep it in the zone. They do for a moment by Fox. Can't keep it in. Bruno, under pressure, chips it forward and prevents the break in to the Rocket zone as they play with it in neutral ice. Cook contested that and forced Kratzer to send it deep, and the Phantoms change all 5 at once. Bertinetti backhands it forward and into the zone. Axelson trying to chase down Connolly, who's at safety now. And Bruno, who was looking to break out there, is back into her defensive posture. Connolly comes up the near side boards, plays give and go with Nieves and sends it to Cook, and Cook will dump it in, and the Rockets now will change all 5 with that puck behind the end line. Ulrich trying to force the turnover. Mia Rodriguez chips it to Ulrich. Rizzo streaking down the middle, draws a lot of attention. Ulrich shot, gloved down by Kata, and she holds on. Looks like it might have been going wide, but Kata decided that she was going to snag that one and hold onto it. Ulrich on the dot, Rizzo in the slot, Rodriguez on the near side boards. The points on the right are Redmond, and in the middle are Matone. Phantoms way late getting off there on the face-off. 2 of their players were not even over the red line getting toward the bench when the puck was dropped. Shot in front. One of the Rockets, I think it was Matone, got a piece of it and went wide. Rodriguez is going to try to hustle this loose puck down. She doesn't have the angle, though, and Kratzer picks it up. Rodriguez and Rizzo force Kratzer to go all the way behind her end line, but Kratzer's going to skate it all the way through, fires into Matone. Axelson trying to get through traffic. Rodriguez all the way back. Axelson got the shot off anyway, and Markland made the save with the right pad. Rizzo one-on-one. Rizzo gets, she was trying to sneak it through Bertinetti over there, trying to get through the breakaway. She had Bertinetti coming one way, and she was trying to go the other. It was one-on-one there. Bertinetti won that one. And if she didn't, Rizzo was going to walk in all alone on Kata. And we've seen Riz get a few breakaways here the last few games. Rizzo now hustling on the forecheck to try to keep it in. She's right at the end of the shift. Rockets have it in front of the bench, and she will hustle off. Rodriguez gets in, gets around one. Rodriguez shoots, pad save with the right pad, and it's swept away. Rodriguez looking for goal number 1 in the Rockets uniform, and she nearly had it there. She's potted a couple of assists already in 2+ games. Hansen trying to walk out of the corner with it, but a lot of traffic over there. Fernandez now trying to move it up. Gets it knocked away, but Lindfeld's going to pick it up and send it forward for Mickeltree. She's a defenseman, Mickeltree, 81, but she will jump in on the break. That was offside. Good call by the ref. He saw it right away and whistled it down. .12:18 left, period 2. Rockets gave up 1 in the first, and they forged back on a nifty play to tie it early in the second. Matone sneaked around a shooting lane. That went offside. Matone at the left point sneaked around a blocked shooting lane to get herself a better view. She fired it at the net, and Francesca Hansen redirected it past Madison Kata. Matozzi back into her own zone, sends it forward, and they break in. Bertinetti can't get through Fox over there, chips it up the boards. Hansen and Axelson battle. Nieves picks it up, and she'll move it up toward the point, right in front of the Phantoms bench. Hansen's over there. 3 Phantoms now on 2 Rockets. Kamerkar wisely awaits for that puck to pop out somewhere. Phantoms now send it across to Axelson, and they bring it in. Fox steps into the top of the slot. That one offside again, they didn't call it. But no harm, no foul as the puck comes out to neutral ice. Phantoms change 4 out of 5, and the Rockets will try to move it out of the zone. Lauren Fox sends it up, almost bunted down there by one of the streaking Phantoms, but it goes all the way to Nieves. She's going to turn the corner on the far side and go all the way around the net. She'll put on the brakes, loses the handle, regains it from McDonald, sends it to Hansen, who backhands it in front. Kamerkar shot knocked away by the stick of Kata. Sent up the boards and off. So looked like they were offside. She probably kept the skate. Fernandez looked like they were offside because the Rockets were able to hold up the charge coming in. Redmond up for Kamerkar, tips it forward to make sure she gets it out. Bertinetti retreats under pressure from Ulrich. Does she even see her? Ulrich snuffs her out the far side. Bertinetti still trying to get it out, and eventually does get it out and chips it forward. 25 with the fishbowl face mask in white. Bertinetti. I mean, listen, over here, the Italian names, you know, they're going to get maybe a little extra play. Call me guilty. Sometimes the Italian names are a little more fun to say. It's a foot race. Grace Ulrich can get the breakaway if she has a chance. She doesn't quite get there. The 2 Phantoms hustle back. Comes to the near side. It doesn't get all the way to the point. Connolly knocked it down. Connolly and Cook out there with Ulrich. Redmond on D with Matone, who has the assist on the Rockets' goal. Rockets move it up, but not out. Sent toward the middle. Picked off. Ballou was trying to get through the slot, but Redmond said no way. Axelson against Matone. Wrist shot saved by Markland. Cleared away by Matone with one hand. Single-handedly knocking the puck out of the zone. Vitozzi picks it up, reverses it to the far side for Below. Ulrich tries to pick off the pass. Redmond knocks down the shot from the top of the slot and chips it out. 9-6 the shots for Rockets. 9 minutes left in the period. Period 2 as Kratzer gets all the way down low. Couldn't get the shot off. Rockets and Lehigh Valley Phantoms tied at 1. Kratzer, wrist shot, knocked down and held on by Markland. Arialis. Markland, number 2 in black with the white helmet. The only white helmeted Rocket. 8:41 left, period 2. Rockets and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. 2 teams near the top of the standings in the AGHF, and this is the 3rd game of the AGF Showcase. Mia Rodriguez will bring it in, 36 in black, get to the dot, wrist shot. It was going wide, but Kata just gloved it down and will take the face-off. Nieves on the dot, Rizzo in the slot, Rodriguez on the outside. Bertinetti wins the face-off, back to Mickeltree, who's waiting. 2 Rockets there, put her under pressure and just take it right away from her. Rodriguez and Rizzo in front, they bat at it. Somebody got a piece, oh, fired just wide! A slew of Rockets out there in front. Rodriguez to Rizzo, curls out, gets through 1, short angle shot, rebound off the save, they can't sweep it in. It's a 2-on-1 for the Phantoms. Rockets trying to hustle back. Fox the lone line of defense, but Bertinetti skates right into Fox and gives the Rockets a huge break. Rizzo to try to get it out at the point, gets knocked down over there. Nieves picks it up, Nieves and Rodriguez. Nieves shoots, it's tipped by Mickeltree and goes wide. Boy, she might have had the passing lane there. Picks it off, sends it toward the net, but it's kicked away. Rizzo's still in front. Rodriguez sends it around the backboards for her. Rizzo's got to hustle it into the corner. She's near the end of the shift. Ulrich jumps out for Nieves. Rizzo loses some footing there. She's going to jump right off into the bench if she could ever get there, and she does. Riz got a little jelly-legged over there, but she eventually makes it to the bench, and Hansen jumps on. Rockets now complete the change, so Ulrich with Hansen and Kamakar. Ulrich's going to walk it in, send it for Hansen, but one of the Phantoms got a piece. Down to 7 minutes left, period 2. A 1-1 game between the Rockets and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. This one's going to be an icing on the errant pass. They were looking to spring each other, but couldn't quite do it. 6:52 is the time of the whistle. You might be able to make it out in the top right corner of your YouTube video. They'll face it off in the circle to Markland's right, the stick side circle. Ulrich on the dot. Kamakar jumps through to win the face-off. Redmond back to Matone. Up for Hansen, who soccers it down. Tries to get through Axelson. Ping-ponged over there. Redmond got a piece. Ulrich back checking. Fernandez, wrist shot, save, covered by Markland, and the whistle. Ulrich on the dot. Cook and Connolly in the slot. Now it's going to be Nieves taking the face-off. Matone and Redmond, the defense pair. And Redmond will pick it off the face-off win by Nieves. Matone tried to get it up to the breakout point. It didn't quite get there. So the Phantoms maintain possession in the offensive zone. Shipped back in by Peretti, but now picked up. Izzy Cook's going to get this one. Can she get it out? Can't quite do it. McDonald whacks it down low. Redmond under pressure by Fernandez, picked off, centered, goes all the way to the point, but the shot is knocked down by Redmond, who sends it up for Cook. Cook 2-on-1 with Connolly. Izzy Cook over the side on the right. Will get there, take a wrist shot. Connolly on the rebound. Oh, what a save by Cotta! Connolly was depositing that one into the right side of the net, but Cotta somehow got the pad on it and denied a golden scoring opportunity. 12 shots now for the Rockets, 8 for the Phantoms. The Phantoms had the first 3, so the Rockets have had a 12-5 edge since the early going, and it's 1-1 with 5:10 left in period 2. Connolly nearly worked the magic with Cook. Cook got off the shot. She got it off hard and low, created the rebound in front. This is Ulrich that has it now as Rodriguez picked it off. Ulrich goes to the point for Bruno. Goes back down low for Ulrich. It's picked off there and chipped out. Rodriguez will turn. Rockets get onside and Rodriguez sends it down low. Goes over the end line. They reverse it. Rodriguez is going to pick it up and try to walk it in front. Backhand shot, one save, loose in front, still loose. Ulrich batting at it, can't get it through. Bruno cheated all the way down to knock it low. Bruno's going to step in again, and she's going to keep it down low. Ulrich in the corner now sends it off the side of the net. It comes to Bruno on the near side hash mark. She pinches down, stays down. Rodriguez covers the point. Rodriguez trying to keep it in, can't do it. Mickeltree's going to pick it out and try to break out with Ballou. Gets through Rizzo over there. Whiffed on it. Rizzo picks it up and knocks it out of the zone. They send it back in offside. And with 4 minutes even left in period 2 of a 1-1 barn burner, they'll face it off in front of the Lehigh Valley Phantoms bench. Same group out there. Ulrich on the dot. Rodriguez near side wing. Rizzo on the far side. Fox and Bruno, the defense pair. Ulrich got all of the face-off, but maybe not the way she intended to. Phantoms will bring it in, but Bruno's going to bunt it out. Rizzo's going to steer it out. Try to get up the boards on the far side. Kratzer got around her. It's a 2-on-1 behind the defense. but McDonald skates right into Fernandez's lane. Wrist shot! What a save by the left shoulder of Arialis Markland. Arialis will shrug and say, it's nothing, but that shrug just saved a goal. Wrist shot, redirected twice, but Markland makes the save. Wraparound attempt, Ulrich picks it off, up for Rizzo. She's got a tough angle there to try to turn the corner, so she's just going to skate it into the corner, rag it, and allow her teammates to change. Kratzer picked it up, sent it up. Rockets keep it in by Kamerkar. Rizzo jumps off the bench, Hansen jumps on. We've seen that play before where Hansen streaks down the middle, coming in late on the change, especially in the second period, and just finds free ice, and the pucks are often drawn to the stick of number 9. Kamerkar putting pressure everywhere, and she gets that puck stolen and puts it in for Nieves. Nieves will battle for it with Kratzer along the end line. Hansen picks it off, back to Nieves, skating through traffic. Wraparound attempt by Hansen. Kamerkar was in front and her stick was tied up. 2:23, 22, 21, 20 left in period 2. Rockets and the Phantoms. This has been an entertaining one from the drop of the puck. Hansen, she has the Rockets goal on a nifty redirection that was early in period 2 after Kratzer scored in period 1 for Lehigh Valley. Sent down below the end line, banked up the boards on the near side. Rockets trying to get it out, but Axelson is going to end up keeping it in for a moment. Redmond and Kamerkar work to get it out. Kamerkar pinned Bertinetti, or Ballou rather, over there. But Axelson came in to send it back in. Minute 30 left, period 2. Nieves trying to push that puck up the far side boards in front of the Phantoms bench. Still 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Eventually Bertinetti gets it and sends it in. And they I guess they called offside on that. And the face-off will go down. Or was it icing? Looked like maybe they were offside intentionally. 1:19 left, period 2. It's a 1-1 game. Ulrich on the dot, Cook in the slot, Connolly on the far wing. Ulrich lost the face-off but tried to regain it. It comes to the near side wing. Fox stepped in. And the Phantoms will get it out. They'll send it into the Rocket zone. Connolly stepped back there, sends it over to Bruno, who sends it to Ulrich up the right side. Ulrich sends it down the middle for Cook. Cook trying to battle it through. Cook 1-on-2 will force it into the far side corner. Phantoms pick it up with 50 seconds left now in period 2. Bruno pinches all the way down to keep it in. Connolly covers the point. Cook waiting for that puck to pop out, or just trying to negotiate through 2 or 3 Phantoms. 2 Rockets there, 3 Phantoms. So if the Rockets can pop this puck out, they'll have numbers. It comes all the way out through the other side, and Fox has to retrieve it with 26 seconds. Fox trying to hold it in there. Lost the posture, couldn't quite get the puck, and now just fires it out, forcing Lehigh Valley to clear the zone, and they'll make a change. Natosi sends it in for McDonald, who takes a wrist shot. Markland just got a piece with the shoulder. McDonald got a lot on that one from the top of the slot on the left side. 5 seconds left. Rockets need to just clear this thing out of there. Keep it away. That'll do it for period 2. So that period goes the Rockets' way as Hansen scores early, and they play to a 1-1 deadlock through 2. 11 saves for Madison Cotta from Lehigh Valley. 10 saves for Arialis Markland, the last couple of which have been with that left shoulder. So typically, what you might see is teams trying to shoot high, because goalies in this day and age tend to go down sometimes rather quickly. But Markland, keeping that posture, has been able to use that left shoulder to keep pucks out of the net. And she's done it over and over and over this year, spectacularly oftentimes. 17 minutes on the clock for period 3, and we are glad you are with us from Pro Skate in Monmouth Junction, New Jersey. What better way to spend your Sunday morning than with the Rockets? If you haven't done it yet, well, you're going to be maybe tired if you watch all the games and listen. But it does work best if you hit the subscribe and alerts buttons that are somewhere below here. Because then every time we go on a live stream, yeah, there's a lot of link sharing that we do, and that's great, but you can be the one to share the links as well if you know they're coming. And the best way to do that is to subscribe and hit the alerts button. Then every time we are going live, you'll know about it, or every time we upload new content like a better copy of the game or coach interviews or anything else, then you will know it and you can share it. A hard-fought, penalty-free affair through 2. 1-1, the Rockets in black and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms in the white jerseys. The shot's 12-11 for the Rockets. They'll start it out with Hansen taking the draw and Nieves and Kamerkar up front. But that'll just probably switch as Nieves and Hansen usually are playing wing position and center position. Nieves at center. Sometimes Hansen just so good at the draws that she'll take them. Rockets get it into the offensive zone. Let's see if they could get the steal and keep possession. They can't. It goes down and hits all the snow that's ever occupying the fronts of the benches where the players are entering and exiting the bench. So that's why that one was not having a chance at icing. Lindfeld shoots it wide. Hansen going to the far side to try to get it with Redmond. Redmond picks it up, reverses it, 71 on 71. She shakes off Lindfeld and sends it from Matone. Matone was intending it for Kamerkar. It goes down over the stick and will be an icing. A couple of sticks were real close right there. Sometimes they'll wave off the icing in that case. We're just underway in period 3, the Rockets and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. So if you've just joined in, or you want your friends to join in and say, watch this, the first 2 periods couldn't have packed much more excitement than they have. It's been a hard-fought, dead-even game. Mickeltree will get it at the point off the face-off and go down low. The redirect attempt by Bertinetti was fruitless. They come to the near side boards and Mickeltree's going to pick it up and send it back in down low. Bertinetti off the board, sends it to the slot. One-timer by Ballou. Actually, she gathered it and then shot it. That gave the Rockets just enough time. That extra little moment gave the Rockets a chance to block the shot. Fox sends that into the Rockets bench. And here in Game 3, through 8+ periods of the AGHF Showcase, the Rockets have now sent 5 or 6 or 7 pucks into their own bench, which usually draws a laugh because the coaches are ducking and trying to get out of the way. Not to mention the players. The players at least have protection. Coaches don't. Cook's going to steal that one. It gets to the point, but it doesn't get quite out. Again, just hitting those snowbanks that are right in front of the bench, especially where the doors are. Ulrich's going to pick it up, skate through 1, put Lindfeld on her heels. Ulrich gets through 1, but can't get through Fernandez. And now the Phantoms send it back in. Fox is going to grab it, tries to shovel it forward with the backhand. That's the area where the Zamboni exits and enters, so that ice is always going to be a little bit choppy, and the door is a little bit funky over there. That's the near side corner on the Rockets' defensive end. Ulrich is going to have room with Connolly with her, draws all the defenders, gets a lane on the left side and dumps it. Behind the play, Fox changes, so Matone's out with Bruno, who steps in to keep it down low. Connolly fires it. Ulrich tries to redirect it. It's loose. Ulrich's there. Oh, Kata was trying to get the glove on it, and it just eluded her, trickling at about 5 miles an hour. The most frustrating thing for a goalie is when that puck is there and it's loose and you're trying to get it and it just won't get there for you. Cook centering feed. Kata saw it coming and redirected it. She's been sharp. Natozzi spinning and spinning again. Trying to shake off the defense and spinning again. Natozzi is not Italian for I spin a lot, but that's what she did. Bertinetti centering attempt just picked off by Matone, and as the Phantoms were changing, the Rockets just send it out of the zone. Fernandez is going to get it in. Rizzo disrupts the play a little bit and forces it. A lot of curling going on here and spinning. That's Kratzer rather, 47, not 27 in white. Matone chips it off the boards for either herself or Cook. They're both in the same spot, neither getting enough on the puck. Wrist shot blockered away by Markland with 13:26 left in period 3 of a 1-1 game from Pro Skate. The third game of the AGHF Showcase. That went through traffic. Markland saw it though, and she sticks it aside. Axelson not under pressure. Now Matone puts the pressure. Rizzo gets a piece, but it's kept in for a moment. Now they'll break out. 2-on-1. Nieves to Rodriguez to the shot, and it's a save, and a rebound is swept away. Phantoms break it out. There's going to be a trip on Matone, and we'll have the first penalty of the game. So the Rockets will be shorthanded as Matone will go off for the trip, and her defense partner, Kira Redmond, is jokingly, mockingly, quote-unquote, yelling at her, but they're smiling. And the Rockets will have to kill it off here. The Phantoms call timeout with 12:51 left in the game. So if you're not familiar with hockey, then what you might not know is you are allotted one timeout per game. Sometimes in tournament play, you're allowed none. This is not a tournament, it's a showcase. So there is just the standard rules of AGHF play. So when you have that one timeout, you have to use it wisely. And the Phantoms have decided that with the power play and 12:51 left in a dead even game, that's 1-1 on the scoreboard, and if you could see it there, 13-13 in the shots, that this power play with the Rockets defenseman in the box is about as good a time as any to utilize the timeout. More typically when you see the timeouts used is in the last few minutes of a game that's a one-goal game, and coaches are looking to keep their best players fresh after a stoppage of play when maybe they've been out there for a shift. Or if a team has let up 2 or 3 or 4 goals in a short period of time, sometimes the coaches will use a timeout then. This is one of those situations, but it's sort of the less common one just because of the amount of time that's left. But it's the first and only penalty of the game so far, so the heightened importance for Lehigh Valley is being even more focused upon with the power play. Ulrich and Kamerkar, the speedy duo up front. Ulrich gets maybe tripped down on the face-off or just tripped herself, and that allows the Phantoms to win it. Ulrich and Kamerkar, if they get a chance to break it out shorthanded, they will go, and they'll be hard to catch. So we'll see. First and foremost, keep them off the board. Secondarily, if they get a chance to break it out, those two are going to fly. This face-off, let's see if they call the intentional offside. They don't. That's an intentional offside, folks. And that, I mean, there's just no doubt about it. That puck came well out of the zone. They put it right back in with 4 players there. And Coach Jacobus and Coach Connolly have a point. I mean, if you do an intentional offside, which means you know that the player is in there, and you definitely put the puck back in, that faceoff should be down in the defensive zone. The argument is fruitless, and the Phantoms win the faceoff and bring it in. We do see the intentional offside called more in different parts of the country as Ulrich chips it out. 2 on 3, the Rockets race in. Ulrich and Kamerkar there. Sent up the middle for Bertonetti. She will gain the line. Wrist shot. Markland saves. Never lets the rebound hit the ice. 12 minutes even left in the third period. 69 seconds left in the penalty to number 89. That's Matone. Rockets change the forwards. Fox and Bruno, the defense pair, killing off Rizzo and Nieves. Another potent duo who we've seen convert shorthanded over the past couple of seasons. The Rockets win the faceoff. Bruno's just going to keep skating it out. Bruno's going to look to send Rizzo. Those two have converted, or well, they've forced breakaways or close to breakaways in 2 of the last 4 games. Bruno on D and Rizzo up front. They nearly had it there. Nieves. Rizzo picks it off. Rizzo chips it ahead. She's 1 on 4, but they would like to keep that puck in that zone. Nieves sends it right back in. 34 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Rockets. It's a 1-1 game with 11:20 left in period 3. Nieves working. Rizzo's in front. She shoots and it's kicked wide was Nieves. Rizzo picks up the rebound. Curls. Tries to get it to the point. Gets a little too much trouble there. Bruno breaks up the breakout, but Bertonetti will pick it up and get it in on the far side with 8 seconds and 7 seconds now. That puck is going to trickle out of the zone. That is going to keep the Phantoms off the board on the power play. So the first and only power play of the game in favor of Lehigh, but the Rockets kill the penalty successfully. Still with it, wrist shot, Markland save! That came almost out of nowhere. So the Rockets kill off the penalty. They yield 1 shot on goal, but they get 1. And then after the penalty expires, the Phantoms get another one. So they have a 15-14 lead on the shot clock. It's 1-1. There's 10:39 left in the game. Cook and Connolly in the slot as Ulrich is on the face-off. Phantoms win it and send it below the end line. Matone back out there now. Let's see if there is another penalty or a power play. Maybe it'll go in the Rockets' favor. Matone chips it up the near side boards, but Mickeltree kept it in. Fernandez spinning, but finds all Rockets there. Connolly, the one to get it and send it out. Cook in a foot race. Cook chasing down, forcing the play behind the net. The Rockets will take that as Ulrich gets there first, 1 on 2, sent to the middle. That is Redmond who kept it in for a moment, but the Phantoms will get it out and send it in. It goes on net, so Markland has to play it with the stick. That should be a shot on goal. We'll see if they put it there. A little too hard up the near side boards, but probably not strong enough for icing. Oh boy, they call the icing there. As interestingly, the Phantom that was closest to the puck took a turn toward her goaltender. And if the referees are watching that, they'll consider that not pursuit of the puck, and they can wave off the icing. That didn't happen. Nieves now out there with Hansen and Kamerkar. Hansen has the goal. She scored it early in period 2 to knot the game at 1-1. Nieves gains the line at center. Now Kamerkar is going to skate right down the middle. Tries to get through one and another. Kamerkar turns and shoots, but Kata with the save. Nieves to Hansen. Couldn't quite corral it there. A little too much sauce on the pass. Bertonetti will skate it in. They're 2 on 1. Redmond got a piece of it. Axelson streaking right down the slot. Boy, that was a big defensive play by Kira Redmond, 71 in black for the Rockets. Redmond, Hansen, and Nieves. In the end, Nieves gets the puck, tries to go around the net. Can't quite do it as Axelson picks it off. Bertonetti gets it. Backhand attempt by Ballou is snuffed down. Redmond's there. Shot goes way wide and comes to the near side corner. Axelson gets the better of that one. One-timer by Bertonetti, and Markland got the right pad on it in a little bit of awkward style. Hansen shields and uses the body to get it out. Comercar streaking up the right side, has Hansen down the middle if she can get it through. Sliding block, centering feed, Kata knocks it down and covers it up. Axelson took the risk of sliding, and she did get the pass knocked down by Comercar, but Comercar quickly recovered the puck, sent it up the middle. The goaltender never let it get to Hansen. Rockets win the faceoff. Fox, somebody got dumped in front. It was Rizzo, no penalty. That's just a blatant push or check from behind, cross check. How did they not call that? She's just absolutely creamed in front. And the Rockets still looking for their first power play after Rizzo, who maybe leads the team in penalties drawn, got dumped. Rockets win the faceoff. Ulrich. Rizzo gets it at the dot, looking for a lane. Wrist shot, couldn't get it through. It hit somebody in front, maybe Mickeltree. Ulrich tries to spin it back toward the middle. Rodriguez is in the front if they can get it there. Rodriguez and Ulrich pursue. Rizzo gets it, comes out from back behind the net, goes through the circle, curls, looking, centers in front. Kata kicked it away. Rodriguez was there. Ulrich was there on the back door. Rodriguez was at the top of the slot. Rizzo gets it again, tries to get through one, gets through her, comes at the net, looking to dish it low. Ulrich shoots just wide! 7:25 left, Rockets putting pressure. Phantoms send it out. It's not going to have enough juice to be an icing, so Fox has to go all the way down and retrieve as the Phantoms change. Lauren Fox, 34 in black, waits for the D. Axelson picks it off, shoots! Markland with the left-hand save to keep it tied with 7:04 left in the game. Ballou backhander, another shot. It doesn't get all the way through as Ulrich got a stick on it. Phantoms send it to the near side. Rodriguez and Rizzo in a foot race with two Phantoms. This is not an icing because Lehigh Valley sent it down themselves. Rodriguez turns to take a look around. Somebody was calling her name, perhaps from the bench. Action picking up. Kratzer wrist shot. Redmond got a stick on it. Centering feed knocked away. This is Nieves, one to beat. She's got Natosi over there. Sends it toward the net, and Kata kicks it away to her defenseman. And it comes up into now the offensive zone. They keep it onside. Cook grabs that one. She's got a corner to turn, uses a little extra space there, and leaves it for Nieves, who sends it to Matone, who sends it up forward. It's going to be offside if it comes in, and it is. Both wings were offside there. Nieves was trying to corral it before it went in, but couldn't quite get the handle. 5:59 left, period 3. What a game between the New Jersey Rockets in the black jerseys and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms in the white. Nieves won the face-off forward, but the Phantoms will probably accept that result, at least for the moment, as they gain possession. But the Rockets forced the turnover as Redmond got a hold of it at the point. Redmond again is going to take a shot, redirected by Connolly, kept the stick below the height of the crossbar, which is the legal way to do it. And Kata with the save. They'll do it again. Face off on the right circle. Connolly in the slot. Nieves was on the dot. Cook battled over there. Connolly now trying to force it. Matone at the point. Can't keep it in. Two Phantoms versus one Redmond. And one Redmond beats two Phantoms to the puck. Hits the brakes. Reverses it. Connolly knocked it down there. Rockets still now have to get possession of the puck as they keep it in their own zone. Mickeltree with the shoulder into Connolly over there trying to get the puck, but Connolly holds her ground. It goes back below the end line, and Matone is there. Couldn't quite corral it in that funky part of the ice on the backhand, but they work to get it out. Cook sends it toward the middle for Nieves. They're going to break out, 2-on-1. Now they change, so Connolly's down the middle. Haley Connolly gets in. Oh, McNultree got a piece of it before she could get the shot off. Picked off, wrist shot. Oh, it goes just wide by Hansen. Hansen spins. Hansen sends it in front. It's loose, and it's corralled by Kata, and she holds on. Rockets blitzing down low. Going to be a timeout now. I guess this is for the Rockets, as the other timeout was taken earlier with 12 minutes and change left. The only penalty of the game was called, and it was called against Grace Matone. The Rockets were able to kill off the power play, but the Phantoms used their timeout, the only timeout that you're allotted at that juncture of the game. With 4:38 left in a 1-1 contest, Coach Jacobus of the Rockets utilizes his bullet. But no power play yet for the Rockets. This is just a straight offensive zone draw. Hansen has the goal for the Rockets. She scored it in the first 30 or so seconds of period 2. Matone got the puck at the point on the left side, drew 2 defenders and then a third. Took a couple of steps to her left to get a good shooting lane. Sent it at the net, and Hansen deftly redirected it past Madison Kata. Kata has stopped the other 18 shots she's faced, and Arialis Markon has stopped 15 of 16, as Kratzer scored in the first period for the Phantoms. In some places where the scorekeepers are very familiar with all the functions of the clock, they'll put a minute on the clock for a timeout. And when that minute expires, the teams are called back to the face-off circle, wherever it is. In this case, it's whoever is designated the home team in the game in the AGHF Showcase, in this case the Phantoms. They're having to learn how to operate an unfamiliar scoreboard. And so the timeout is essentially at the referee's discretion. That one definitely longer than a minute, I could tell you that. Ulrich on the dot, Nieves in the slot, Hansen out there. So this is a new construction. Sent out of the zone, Rockets back checking, Ulrich gets in the way with Bruno, and that face-off didn't quite work out the way the Rockets want. They have a 3-on-1 with Ulrich with the puck. Nieves down the middle. Hansen picks it up, sends it for Nieves just wide. Golden opportunity. Now it's going to go the other way. It's a 2-on-2 though, and Fox goes back to interrupt it and send it out. Now Ulrich gets a little hook there from Axelson, but gets it in. Hansen first in pursuit, 9-on-9. She's going to see if she could beat Natosi for the puck, using the feet there. Bertinetti gets over there for the Phantoms and sends it up and out. We are at 3:45 left in a 1-1 game. The Rockets in black, the Phantoms in white. Who is going to get the next one if there is a next one? Both teams been equally dangerous at times. The Rockets have a few more shots, but the quality has been there for both. Redmond forces that one in off the push from Lindfeld. Rodriguez and Rizzo out there with Connolly now. So the new construction of lines coming here late, as the Rockets were looking to maybe change it up, change the scheme and get a little more firepower. This line accounted for 2 goals on Saturday in the afternoon game, with Haley centering Riz and Mia. Here's Rodriguez hustling hard to get to that puck in the near side corner. Connolly helps out. Redmond sells out to try to keep it in, but Matone's got to retreat. 2:45 now left. Matone back for Redmond. She uses time and space, the two most valuable things in hockey. Goes to the far side for Rizzo. They're going to break in 3-on-2. Rizzo has Rodriguez on the far side. Goes to the middle. Sends it for Rodriguez. Shot was knocked down. Rebound, it's loose. She just got the toe on it. Did Kata. It was going in. One-timer. Rodriguez scores. She gets her first as a Rocket with 2:25 left. And the Rockets have forged ahead 2-1. Mia Rodriguez, super clutch. Rizzo sent it through the goal mouth and Rodriguez puts it in. Take the Selly, 36. You earned it. What a time for goal number 1. She comes in on Saturday. Her first game with the Rockets. Fits like a glove from the drop of the puck, and now she's given them a 2-1 lead. Phantoms don't have their timeout anymore, so that could come into play now. Loose in front, Axelson, wrist shot, save! Markland! How did she grab it? She was beaten! And she stuck out the catching glove and just snared it with the edge of the webbing and held on. Axelson got all alone in front, the one of all the Phantoms that you don't want to leave alone. And Markland denied her. Ulrich on the dot. She uses the body to win that one. Gets help from Matone. They chip it up. Hansen sends it out for Kamerkar. Chipped forward. Kamerkar versus Mickeltree, and she sends it in. 1:50 left now. The Rockets now a 2-1 lead. They have a 20-17 edge in shots in a game that has been absolutely dead even. Sent down low for Hansen. She reverses it. Tries the wraparound. Kata makes the save. Hansen again with it. Sends it back through the end line. Ulrich there, keeping the forecheck on. 90 seconds left. Hansen's going to pick this one up. Send it for Kamerkar, shoveling it toward the net. Mickeltree sweeps through the slot, picks it up, and she's going to try to move it out. Chips it ahead for herself, but it might be an icing if she did it too far, and it is. So with 1:16 left, the Rockets holding a 2-1 lead on Mia Rodriguez's first goal for New Jersey. 76 seconds to keep the puck out of the net. Nieves will take the draw. Connolly on the near side win. Cook in the slot. They'll try to break it out, but Bruno will pound it right back in. 1:10 left. Connolly looking to keep it in there. Nieves, Connolly working it down low. Natozi's going to pick it up, but Cook harasses her. It goes to the far side. Fernandez tries to get it. Fox tries to keep it in. It's not going to be an icing, and it's going to be a foot race. Lindfeld is going to win it. Lindfeld is going to get possession, tries to center it, but Bruno snuffed it out. Nieves with 45 seconds left for the Rockets to kill. Sends it into the offensive zone for the Rockets. They keep it in there. They just want to rag the puck. Cook is in front. The goalie is out. It's a 6-on-5 situation. There's an empty net right there. They snuck her out while I wasn't looking. Send up, but not in. Cook will send it down. It hits off of a Phantom. No icing. Rockets will change as many as they can. Ulrich and Cook in pursuit. Bunted forward. Fox sends it out and back to the neutral ice area. It's sent in. Axelson has one shot, 5 seconds. It's near the net. They try to shovel it. 3, 2, 1. That will do it, and the Rockets pull off the victory. And they mob Arialis Markland. 2-1. They take it over the Lehigh Valley Phantoms in an absolute thriller. Hansen tied it early in the second. Rodriguez with under 3 minutes left gets her first as a Rocket, and that will stand up as the game winner. That was game 3 of the AGHF Showcase, and boy, that if there's a better game this season, I'm signing up for it now because this one might stand up to that. What an even matchup. Marklin will head to the locker room leading the charge. She was spectacular with 16 saves. Madison Kata, she's the goaltender with the plain white jersey, was equally as good among her 18 out of 20, but the Rockets just give a little too much juice there. And this one's especially big for the Rockets, playing without Hope Menichello in this one, and still without PJ Jacobus, their captain. Two of their top players, but they show balance, they show grit, and they find a way to win this one. That was a big one. Once again, the final shot's 20-17 for the Rockets. They bring home a 2-1 victory over the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. We'll be back right here on the YouTube channel at 1:15 from the same arena. I'm not sure if it's the same rink, where the Rockets will take on Montgomery Youth Hockey Association. They played earlier in the season here at Pro Skate, and the Rockets won that one 2-0. So we'll see what they have in store for us in the afternoon after a hard-fought, emotional game. The confident assistant coach Mike Cook jogging on the ice, and Coach Jeremy Jacobus takes his march as well. We won't do a coach interview after this one. We'll do it after the second game, but if you haven't caught the one from Saturday, you need to go on the YouTube channel and catch that one. Stay right until the end. There's a little nugget for you. And maybe once you do that, you might want to throw something nice into the comments as well, because it's a little special one, about a little bit more than hockey right at the end. So that's going to do it from Pro Skate in Monmouth Junction, New Jersey. Once again, the final score, Rockets 2, Lehigh Valley Phantoms 1. This is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching. New Jersey Rockets, girls hockey.